Hello everybody, good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. Today is day 15 of drawing portraits every day for a year. Very happy to say we're halfway through a month. It's been a really fun journey. I've been doing homework on my own time. As you can see, I've been drawing faces over and over and over. In my book, Andrew Loomis is drawing the head and the hands is really good at giving a deconstructed instruction of how to do that. So that's what I've got going on here, because it only took 15 days for me to really get into the measurements. I mean, I was using them before, but last night I really went into like breaking down what the measurements are, and it's 3.5 measurements up and 3 measurements across, with our our brow line in the middle, nose line, chin line, and then hairline. And that's really all that it is. So that's what I was doing, and I did one more over there. So 1, 2, 3.5, 1, 2, 3. That's what we did. So hopefully I can use what I learned to make a better drawing today. And it's really hot, so I've got like a sweater that I'm half wearing. But yeah, so let me get started a little bit, and then once we're in a flow, I'll put on some music for you guys. Yeah, what fun. What fun, fun, fun. Jumping right in. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're a growing community of artists. Don't be a stranger. Let me know who you are. Give me some constructive criticism. Maybe I'll comment on your videos, and we can help each other's channels grow. Otherwise, it's my goal to make sure every adult who knows, or child who knows how to read and write, can draw. Because honestly, we should learn how to draw before we can read and write, because writing is actually a form of drawing. So that's what I learned from Betty Edwards, Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. Another really good book for budding new artists who want to learn how to do this. So the sweater's in the way. I'm going to take it off. Hope you don't mind. I'm still wearing it around my waist, but it's just really hot in here, even though it's the middle of winter right now. Isn't that funny? So as stated a few seconds ago, the first thing that we do is start out with a big ol' circle, or ball if you're so inclined to call it. And of course, the wire's bothering me. There we go. Have you guys been watching any good movies lately? I watched Dune last night, not the new one, the original. And it was kind of a crappy representation of the book. They missed a lot of parts, but it was still good. Because I read the book, I knew what was going on. But I like sci-fi a lot. So there's our big old circle. The next thing we do is we divide it in half, like so. I'm drawing lightly because I'm probably going to go over it in a second. After that, you divide it in half the other way. Ta-da! Isn't that beautiful, everybody? Next thing we do is chop the sides off. Okay. From there we do the brow line. No, that's the brow line, that's the hairline. And the nose line. Is that equal measurements? I'd say that's pretty close. Bring it down one more. For a chin line. That's weird. looks off, but that's pretty much it. Right. Yep, that's pretty much it. So connect that a little bit more. Underneath the brow line is the eye line. I don't know why it looks wider on this side. What's going on? I'll probably even it out in a second. That's my nose, that's my eyes. So the eye line should be about halfway in between the face. I might have dotted there by accident. Oopsie daisies. La 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 la. Putting in a little superior temporal line, zygomatic arch, bring that down. And that basically gives us the shape of the head that I want. Ta-da! Going slow in the beginning. So I could keep going and draw the bottom, but it says over here, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry too much now about the features. Because if you go a little further in the book, it shows you all the other stuff you can do. Here's the anatomy of the bones. I haven't really practiced that all that much yet. But this book is great because it shows you how to draw every angle of the head and the way that the tilt of the neck works. Underneath constructioning. Here's the planes of the face, which I could use, but I'm going to skip that for now. Because what I really want to get to is, actually I marked it in my book, this. So this is what I showed you earlier with my homework. It shows you how to actually make sure that your measurements are correct. And then over here it gives you rhythmic lines of the head. So I really like that. Going to go back into the book, and I think I'm gonna use an orange because I like my orange. So just really quickly dividing out so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Oopsies. Of course my lines are shit. Is that it's not perfect, but it's pretty close, and of course I'll use these to practice later. Okay, and then you've got one more up here. Can you see what I'm doing? You can kind of see what I'm doing. And then divide it in half. If I were to take an index card and mark it, so that's 1, my 2 is off by a lot, my 3 is off, oh my goodness, it's off by a lot, oh well. So that would be, let's make a little thing like this from my box. So, why is that so far off? That's my line. That's my line. That's my line and a half. It's actually pretty close. It's not the best, but it's pretty close. So that's what I did in my little booklet. I mean, yeah, my homework. So this would be according to this, I've got from that is 1, 2, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 3.5. See what I did there? And then if I divide it from there, this is a little more tricky, but we need to divide it into 3s. That's pretty close. So that would be 1, 2, 3, using those lines. So that's pretty much where my head is supposed to be. And then over here it shows you how, if I were to bring these lines down, like so. This looks totally off. That's where my eyes would be. Why does that look so far off? It's because this is kind of supposed to be there. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just getting the hang of it, guys. It's not supposed to, you know what I'm trying to say. So what do I want to do now? I'm going to use all these construction lines to work out this face inside the box that I drew over here. There's a little crisscross point. That's the brow line. Again, here's chin. That's the nose. And then here's the brow line. That's the hairline. And it says right in the middle, halfway, is the eye. 3.5 units high. So let me just double check one more time that the eyes are in the middle. Perfect. So those are my constructions, and I'm really taking my time here in the beginning so that in the end, we'll see how it looks in the end. Okay, so I like to do the glabella. Here comes the nose. And underneath the nose is the mouth. If I were to look a little further over here, it actually gives you even more detailed instructions. How, if I were to split this in half, that would be like the bottom of my lip. Okay, that's the top of my lip. And then these lines, like I said, are where the eyes are supposed to be. No, that one's off by a little bit, but We're doing the best we can, everybody. Doing the best we can. Going really lightly. And then the space in between the eyes is basically the length of the nostrils, you know. So we're supposed to have like, here's one. And then if you were to measure that left and right, that's where the rest of your eyes would go. There's the hairline. The ears go about from the brow line to the nose line. And they stay pretty much inside the ball, luckily. And the more you do this, the easier it gets, the more sense it starts to make. There's my eyebrows. So I pretty much got everything in place, more or less. So what I like to do next is use this spot to use the rhythmic lines of the face and put them over here. And then after that, I'll show you what to do next. Here I've got a good spot for shading. And like it says in the book, always start from the midline and work your way out. That's how you get everything nice and even. It goes a little higher in the head. And I feel like once I get better at the basic construction, I'll be able to match it up to my actual features. But right now, I'm just trying to get a face that looks like a face. Know what I'm saying? Yeah? Okay, so chin. Got my lines on the side of the chin. Like bumps underneath messing me up. I don't know what that was, but I didn't like it. I know my head is way more square, so even though it's going like straight up over here, I'm doing it more horizontal because I've got like a super square cut hairline. And with that, just a little bit more. To complete the rhythmic lines of the head. Ta-da! I've got a rhythm going. Hooray, everybody. There's a little more in the eyes over here. You can see. If there's anything missing, let me know. But that's my start so far. And I see a line over here. Okay. So that is pretty much over here. And if I had just started drawing this without all of the measurements, it probably would have come out wrong. I mean, it may have been close, but we want to have a good face, don't we? We want to practice. This eye is too big and to the left. I don't know what's going on here. But. So yeah, there's more stuff going on. Like you can see the hair goes like up and out a little bit higher than the circle, so I'm gonna just fix things a little bit. But here's what I want to do next. Continue drawing a face a little bit. See if I missed anything because each of the drawings are like a little bit different. I made the eyes too far apart, but maybe I put the nose too small. Putting in my eyes now. Let's fix up the ears so that they look like ears. My lips don't look like that. I have really thin lips. Whoops, a daisy, butter. Let's see. I know there's lines going like that. There isn't much difference though. Pretty much the same. Oh, and the neck. So that pretty much completes the face. There's one more thing I want to do before I put the book down. I do want to start adding that in. It's not entirely important, but it's nice to know where all of the muscles are, because when we start doing expressions, it's really important to know, you know, the cheeks are what makes the eyes smile or frown or whatever. So see how do you make someone angry or worried or laughing. It looks complicated, but the more I get into it, the easier it all gets. You know, it shows you, I gotta practice drawing eyes. It shows you how the eyes and the lips are actually round. They're not flat. So the reason why my drawings are flat is because I'm not doing a good job with making them round enough. Okay, last but not least, the tone. Here we go. That's what I want right there. So I'm going to just really quickly put in a little bit of tone, and then after that I'm going to put on some music and focus on my features. Take a little sip of the coffee. We're already 26 minutes into class. Whoops. So what do I see? I'm just going for whatever I see first. That's dark. Dark, 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 dark. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, I know he's got facial things like this. It's all wonked, but eh. Wah, 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 wah. Underneath the lips is shadowed. Okay, so let's do the ears before I forget about them. And shade, oops. I hate when I think I'm going to get a nice, like, soft tone and then I use the wrong part of the pencil and it gives me a really sharp line. Whoops. Okay, I think that's about as far as I can go. With that. Using the book. And from there, okay. I think I've had enough of that. So, does that look like me? I mean, it looks like a person. It does look like a person. So, thanks everybody for coming along and watching me measure out the facial features. So the next thing I'm going to do is go in with my number 2 pencil. And I've got 30 minutes to make that look like that. So wish me luck, everybody. I really have to start measuring out my own face because if I have my facial measurements, I'll know how they differ from the textbook's measurements, and it'll be much easier to get the look that I want. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Let's get that a little closer, because I noticed in the last video I was drawing from way too far away. Focus my camera. Alright, and cue music. Okay, so as you can see, I went pretty crazy while going with the pencil. Crazy, I mean like heavy-handed, because earlier I haven't really been able to get dark enough darks. Oh crap, I just knocked over my coffee! Damn it! It went all over my books, everybody! Ah! Give me 1 second to clean that up. Ah! Whoopsie daisies. I'm just knocking it all onto the floor. I'll clean it up later. Whoopsie daisies. How clumsy of me. I got it all over. Look how wet my books are. They're all wet now. Darn. Ah! Sorry, everybody. I'm pissed off. Ah! Goodness gracious. Ass is audacious. Ugh, whatever the fuck. Okay. Darn. Whatever. I'm gonna clean that up in 5-10 minutes. Whatever. Sorry for yelling so much. That was stupid. That was dumb, 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 dumb. I'm gonna enjoy watching that later. Goodness, I'm pissed off. That was stupid. Okay, so anyways, that's my face. It does look kind of like me. I couldn't go any darker with the number 2 pencil, and I don't have any darker pencils, so that's why I have my pen. I'm going to just... I'm not going to outline, but there are some spots that need to be darker, like obviously my hair, my eyebrows, like this one spot on the side of my nose. But I don't want to go crazy with it because it's already like very heavily shaded. So I just, and again, not outline, but there are spots that need to be darker and the pencil just wasn't doing a good enough job. So I've got 10 minutes to go in with pen, and then I'll do a little critique. I'll finish the video, and then I'll clean up the coffee that I just spilled everywhere. I'll finish the cup so I don't spill any more. Thanks again, everybody. I can't believe I spilled all my coffee. That was so dumb. Oh well, pay attention to what you're doing and clean up beforehand so you don't make mistakes like me. Ugh. Okay, everybody. Oh my god. I feel like, yes, we got the measurements close. My head is like way narrower in life than it is here on paper. And I made like a lot of mistakes. I'm not really happy with it. And I spilled my coffee all over my anatomy books. It's past an hour. We're an hour and 3 minutes. And every time I like feel like I do really well with the pencil, and then I try to add in the pen, and the whole thing ends up looking crappy. Yeah, don't get frustrated while you're drawing. And my beard is looking crazy. I'm gonna have to trim it today. It's just a big old mess. This whole thing is a big old mess. My hair's supposed to go in all these different directions. But then once I start adding in more hair, that means I've got to add in darker spots for the rest of the drawing, which I just really don't want to do anymore. So that's just like what I've got to practice, is not making my drawings suck at the end of the video. Anyways, my parents are coming home from vacation. Their plane probably just landed right now, so I've got homework to do from my AA thing. I've got to write down all my resentments, and I've been thinking about it a lot, and I haven't been working on it at all. I suck at writing. Yep. Yeah, so I don't like when I make the same mistakes every day, but there's really like not much else I can do about it other than just keep practicing. Like I said, I don't want to work anymore. You can see I did do, oh my god, everything's rolling over. Maybe I drank too much coffee, that's why I'm all jittery. I don't think that's really what happened though. I think I just sucked today. I sucked today. It's bound to happen sometime, you know. Can't have, I don't even think I've been having good drawings every day. So I'm like waiting to have a good day. How many days does it take to get a good drawing, everybody? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I did it once. It took like hundreds and hundreds. I was a weird kid. But anyways, if I were to keep going, it would probably come out worse. Not even better. It would just get worse and worse. So what did I learn today? Even with the measurements, it still comes out crappy. I'm just not happy with my drawing. You know, I went like really dark with my pencil, and I did it by the books, and it still came out really flat. I don't like drawing with the pen because it always messes up my drawing. Maybe I gotta practice drawing with a pen. It's so weird because I'm looking at it in person and it's so dark, and then when I look at it on camera, it's like not dark at all. So like, what the hell is going on? There's clearly some sort of transference error. I don't know what I'm even trying to say anymore. So I'm glad you came along to watch me mess up really bad today. Mama. So like, give me some constructive criticism. I know the ears are like, that's a big one because when I look straight on, my ears are like pretty flat against my head, and I have them sticking out big time. And I tried to make one go in more and the other one was too late. So it's just like everything is all fucked up. I'm still going to upload it. But for some reason we took extra long today and it came out bad. So like, what's up with that? So I got to remember tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do is when I chop the sides off the circle, I'm going to chop it in just a little bit more. And then hopefully that'll give me the right skull shape. And then, because if you mess up in the beginning, everything you layer on top of that is going to be wrong. So that's kind of what happened today, in my opinion. So isn't it funny how that can happen? So anyways, I don't want to work on this anymore. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow, and I've got, goodness, like 30 minutes to do my homework because I'm meeting someone at 6, so I've got like 10 minutes to do that. Oh my goodness. I'm not happy. What do you guys think? I mean, when I hold it up, it doesn't look that bad. It's not the worst. I say this every time. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm probably going to be late with uploading my video today. Well, at least adding the music. I'll upload it now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're a growing community of artists. Everyone needs to learn how to draw. And don't spill your coffee because it'll make you upset and then you'll draw bad for the rest of the video. Goodness, let's check. Did it ruin everything? Ugh, I've got wires going all over the place. I'm a very anxious person. Drawing helps me calm down. So, actually, you know, it probably came out better today. I don't know. They're all terrible. They're all terrible, every single last one. Today is 12/5/2021. JSJ, butterfly insignia. Today is 1:10 min. Oops, I did a 1 minute and 10 seconds, but anyways. 1 hour and 10 minutes. And it is 3:51. Do a little side by side. Yeah. So this, I mean, honestly, if I had just done it a little bit of a narrower skull, it probably would have come out much better. But if I were to compare them to all my older drawings, it's like not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I think I'm just too harsh of a critic. And I just suck at using the pen. I always say I'm not going to use it to outline, and then I end up just going overboard. I always go so overboard. I got to figure out how to use the pencil better so I don't have to use the pen. But the camera doesn't pick up number 2 pencil very well. So I got to figure out what the hell to do. The eyes just aren't round enough. That's really bothering me. So I gotta practice the eyes. So I'll do more homework later tonight. And that was the first day. So day 1, day 15. That's how big of a difference we make. Like no difference at all. Hopefully by the end of the month we'll get one that we're like really happy with and proud of. Last chance to look at today versus yesterday. A super round face, and my face is like twice as long as is. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Bye everybody. Thanks again. See you tomorrow.